Hey, and welcome to English for Sports Scientists. So this video is going to help you to answer all the questions in the quiz that you have to answer before continuing with the class. And the reason I do this is just that every semester I get almost always the exact same questions from students. So this is just a way for everybody to review some of the policies of the class, and so we kind of know what's going on before the semester really starts. So remember that the grades in this class, you have a combination of graded tasks and a final exam. So the final exam will be 40%, and it's going to be at the very end of the semester. And the graded tasks are 60%. And because this is a skills-based class, not necessarily a knowledge-based class, we don't, the number of graded tasks that we do can change a little bit. So it'll be 5, 6, or 7 graded tasks, depending on how things go in the semester. The one important thing for you to remember is the communication. So I send you announcements on Blackboard. So make sure that your email is receiving notifications from Blackboard, because you might miss something important, especially in like COVID time, because there will most likely be several classes where we have to do it online, and I just let you guys know by a notification in Blackboard. So make sure you can see that. And remember that, like I said before, this class is really focused on building your English skills, especially in relationship to sports science. And so we'll build some vocabulary and some specific language that's important for sports science. And the other goal is to get your sort of grammar and general language ability up to at least a B2, maybe even a little bit more. But I'm not gonna give you like big lists of kind of random words and make you memorize them. Hopefully all of the specific language is gonna be directly related to CAFyD. So let's come back a little bit to the graded tasks. Because there's so many students, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's like 45 students. In the past, this class would have like 20 to 25 students maximum. So now it's much more complicated for me to manage the class because the university has doubled class size. So I really can't accept work late. And so because of that, if you turn in work late, you lose 2 points per day that it's late. So make sure that you don't turn any work in late, because it's easy to avoid, and you lose a lot of points really fast if you turn work in late. Some of the work that we're going to do is in groups. And so whenever you have to do a graded task, you have to submit something in Blackboard, even if you're in a group. So let's say it's Fulanito, Fulano, and Fulanita are in a group together. All 3 of them have to submit something in the Blackboard. Like Fulanito can't submit something and say, I was with Fulano and Fulanita, right? All 3 people need to submit something so that I get a notification to grade you. If you have a conflict with your schedule, this happens every semester. Somebody will say, I have a class at the same time. And so technically I can't force you to leave the class, but I strongly recommend, if you have an overlap or a solapamiento, that you don't try to do this class. And the main reason is that the university will allow you to do this, and the policy says that you can do this, but on a practical level, 80% or more of students that try to do this English class when they have a solapamiento fail the class. So it ends up being just a disappointment and a waste of time. So if you have a solapamiento, I strongly suggest that you wait for a semester or something and do it when you don't have that conflict. Sometimes students ask me if they can escape the class because they have a Cambridge first certificate, or they have maybe a Cambridge advanced or a TOEFL or whatever. And unfortunately, because this class gives you official credits like ECTSs, you get 6 ECTSs for this class, you can't escape it with an exam, so you have to take the class. If you went to high school, or if you were like born in the United States, raised in the United States, or some other English-speaking country like the UK or whatever, talk to me, because you do technically have to do the class, but it is a little bit strange to have a native speaking a native speaker of English in an English class. So talk to me so that we can sort of figure out what to do. And then finally, this semester, I've already had a couple students ask if they can follow the class online. And the answer is yes, you can follow the class online. You just have to remember that you're still responsible for all of the graded work. So if, sometimes the graded work will be in class, and you can still do it in class, but you have to connect to the aula virtual. So you have to do all of the graded tasks, and you also are still responsible for attending 75% of the classes, even if you're just there in the aula virtual. But if you do that, you kind of are taking responsibility for getting a good grade in the class. And I'm moving around because I think you can hear Sammy in the background, and I just want to introduce you. Hi, Sammy. Sammy's the reason that I have to do class online tomorrow. Say hi. All right. I hope this is going to be a fun semester. You guys are always a fun group. Good luck on this little quiz.